Okay, well, the songs that we used to sing on this kind of night, we used to sing what? Uh, what are those songs again? The Christmas bells are ringing. We used to sing that one. We used to sing what they. I don't die me. I don't forget. My goodness. Once in Royal David City. Where Mark has forgotten all those Christmas carols and who sing Christmas carol? Christmas carol? Somebody should remind me of any of those Christmas carols now. Mama, my Mary born child, Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day. Just like this whole story of Santa now. As you grow older, you're just like, well, okay, no problem. I'm not going to get into the history and geography or biology and chemistry and physics of the 25th of December being Christmas Day. I don't go there. I just know that, okay, tradition. So either you go by tradition or you don't go by tradition, right? And by that same tradition, today like this, 24th of December is Christmas Eve. I remember as a kid, we used to go for Christmas Eve Mass. Christmas Eve Mass used to end at midnight. That was the traditional way. Later on, they said no, because of security and everything, it will start at 8 p.m. and end at 10 p.m. Or some will even start at 7 and end at 9 p.m. So maybe my mom has gone for one of them. I don't know, but whatever. I'm having me a quiet one, and the boys are here too. Everybody's in their corner doing their thing. And I just got up from a siesta and I was just blogging, writing some things, really taking in this big victory we had, because I was just in front there, but it was all of us, especially those who reached out directly, prayed and supported me in any way, supported us. And it was very emotional for me this morning. I mean, I cried, and people, oh, why were you crying? I'm a very emotional person, so when the emotions flow, I don't stop them, because I need to understand them so I can better express them and manage them and stuff like that. So that was it, and I just seized the opportunity to just do a lot of introspection, which I've been doing, and my goodness. Sometimes quiet, calm, especially when the world is and then you're in calm, you really get time to think through a lot of things, especially also when you're not under the influence of is it Panadol or music or all of those things. I have a friend who is already receiving drips from music and 3 3 Expo and all of those things, and I'm like, Christmas Day go meet you. So when I was a kid, I remember once, and maybe it was usually for New Year's Day, but once we were going to church the next morning and we saw people sleeping on the road, like they had passed out and they were sleeping on the road, and I was like, wow, just celebrating a day, you pass out, trash yourself up this way until you're sleeping on the road, a car could get over you. But then I'm like, okay, well, some people, it's like, yeah, it's really such a blessing to see another Christmas or to see a new year. So, well, for some it's the bottle that they used to celebrate. For some it's the quiet, like you just take in, and then thanks to social media, you can connect with other people. Some also like that quiet, like myself, there's time for noise, there's time for party, but there's bigger time for quiet, and I really love it. And if it wasn't 2020, I wouldn't even be in my mother's house now. I'll be in my own house, in my room, with my candles, listening to some music, maybe watching a movie, or just lying me on my bed, maybe writing in my journals. Maybe everybody has their own, and I don't think that there's any standard of measure. Some people still love the Christmas trees and the decorations and the presents and everything. Some people have given up by now. Some people don't even have the means to do all of that. Some people just don't want to go with that. And it's just okay to do you and not be bothered by what is conventional, what is tradition, what is happening all over the place, even on social media. You know, somebody once said some people even borrow to come and flash on social media. And I found that so hilarious. I'm like, how can I go and borrow to come and flash on social media? Then if the person now comes and says, give me back my thing, even right there, how are you going to do it, right? But I mean, it's all life, you know. If that's you, but that's for you, that's for you. No problem, you know. We just have to respect each other's choices and hope that we can, you know, share to inspire others and all of those kind of things. And yeah, this is me, and I'm embracing all of me, and not trying to limit any part of me anymore. All my personal and all my hopes, my aspirations, my dreams, everything. Life is so fleeting, so whatever I can do, I do it, and what I cannot do, I don't. You know, no time to flash around and fake it and all of those kind of things. And so, no, Christmas tradition is not for me. There's nothing like going to any church. There's nothing like wearing Christmas clothes. You see me, I'm wearing my kaba. I mean, if I could even just stay with my wrapper, I would have stayed with my wrapper. Places are so hot. There's nothing like getting wasted on drinks or anything. I'm home and there's no bar nearby. There's no nothing. I'm not even interested in stepping out. I mean, I've not really eaten, you know. I ate some small beans for lunch, maybe at about 3 or 4. I'm going to see what I can do here as a quick salad and just, that's fine for me. And tomorrow, whatever my mom has cooked or she got me to do, I don't know. We'll share that and then, well, I'm just being here in her presence. And on Saturday, I go back to my home, you know, because this was 2020. If not, frankly speaking, I want to spend it in my own space, you know, doing my own kind of thing and not having to go visit some people. You know how when we were kids, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, you have to dress up, you have to go and visit so and so relative or uncle or auntie or mother's friend or whatever, and then you have to maybe sometimes introduce yourself again. I'm this so and so's daughter, and that. You have grown. Yeah, which class again? So what are you doing? That's the end of the story. You go and sit down, you eat, you drink. Conversation is not even passing. You just sit there, you're looking around, tapping your legs. After that, you say, okay, uncle, I'm going. And if you're lucky, they give you a 500 fans or 1,000. Oh, that was the ambience in those days. But today with Corona, who is going to go to where? Seriously, like, stay at home. Oh, well, go and then, you know, take your chance and then, well, pray to your God and all of those kind of things. So I just wanted to do this quick one to just share, you know, how this is the kind of Christmas Eve I'm having. And I'm not someone to stay up late, so it's not going to be because it's Christmas Eve that I'm going to stay up late. Even though I siested, I will still go me to bed at my normal 9 p.m., maybe maximum 10 p.m. today. And then, well, tomorrow will be what tomorrow will be. By grace, we'll make it. Life is so fleeting. I have a Facebook friend, Dorothy Diamond. She lost her brother and we connected because of her brother. And I really feel so bad. I wish I could just reach out to her now, but I know that with time I'll be able to connect and just really express some really sincere condolences. Because I know what having a brother who lives with health challenges, you know, what he goes through, what you yourself go through. And she says he was her direct follower, her junior brother. So that's the same like me, my junior brother, and maybe died around his early 30s, maybe, you know, or something like that. He looked young. So I'm just thinking about it and I'm like, oh, who knew that he was not going to see Christmas Day? Oh my goodness, the family is now in so much pain and all of that. And whatever plans they had for Christmas, hi darling, whatever plans they had for Christmas, they're not going to, you know, follow through because there's so much turmoil now, you know, like you're asking yourself, what is this life all about and all of that. Can you imagine you were so attached to somebody and then the person just up and left like that, and the circumstances I gather is, well, he got up, went out, greeted people, and then went back and slept, and that was it. My goodness, how do you make sense of such? It's like my brother who was just found dead, standing over his medicine box in his room, and I'm like, how does someone stand and die? I've not been able to reconcile that up to today. So I know how this kind of event can just make you, go some kind of, hit some kind of rock bottom. It doesn't make sense at all, and thereafter nothing will make sense to you anymore. You don't want no pressure in your life anymore. You don't want no fake, you don't want no shallow, you don't want no celebrating whatever, all of those kind of things. My kind of wins, like the court judgment we had, that's my win. And it's funny, when we were celebrating wherever we were, somebody was like, what are you celebrating? Well, that's just one case out of 1,000. And I was like, that is one case which went all through to judgment. Can you imagine how many cases start and don't even end? Are thrown out or are negotiated and all of that. For me, it was superb. And it was like, no, this is something I'd promised myself 2 years ago, when one other child was 10 and she was raped and murdered, and nobody wanted to even know where her case was going through, and I felt so bad. So I said, the first one I would take to court, I'm not letting that one be. So this is really like a big, big, big win for me. This is my own Christmas present. This is my own Christmas celebration. I'm not a fan of food. I'm not a fan of clothes. I'm not a fan of anything. If I even had a book with me, I would have been reading, but I didn't bring my tablet. I just did not want to get so carried away in my world. So I'm just sitting here, and maybe my mom would have wanted me to shake a little bit more, maybe go with her to church or to wherever, but I don't even have much words. I had to even find the energy to cook or to do stuff like that. So I just want to be in my quiet space, and just encourage any other person who is also not feeling like showing up and jumping all over the place, or even making phone calls. Remember how people used to call? Networks are going to be saturated. Maybe it's for New Year that people do that. I think so. Corona has taught us a lesson. If I can send emails, I'll send emails, or just write text. But to be calling people and calling, life has a way of humbling us, teaching us. People are still beefing on things now that 2020 is their trouble. I don't beef on nothing. No time to bear grudges, to vex, express myself, move on. That's life. No time like that even to say, I'm carrying, I'm angry because somebody is not reciprocating and la 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 la. Change it now. I was just telling a girlfriend today, she was like, you know fit change. I said, you yourself change. You know fit change, you know fit change. Why you focus on it? You focus on yourself. So instead of giving him all of that attention, stop giving him that attention. Maybe that is what is going to make him change. They're chasing somebody. Stop. They force you. Is it a job? Try. She said, that would be hard. I said, of course it will be hard, but you can do it. I told her I've stopped several times. Even if it's hard, so what? I know that by maximum 3 days I'm gone. I'm not even your past participle. I can detach. My friends know me now, like, please give us a tablet of that your detachment pill. I'm like, okay, receive. What? When you yourself carry your heart and put in something, then you cannot remove that heart. I beg. Look at me, trouble. No. Stop saying that he cannot change. He's not responding to my text messages. Stop sending the text messages. And see whether he's not the one who is going to start sending you text messages now. Stop. That's what I tell them. Well, I want to be transformed like you. I say, are you sure you want to get on that journey? It's a tough one, You hold yourself accountable. You do it. You don't begin to come to me every day to cheer you up. No, you have to be your own cheerleader. All of those kind of things. And these are the kind of times where you sit and think about all those kind of things. You don't get carried away by all the celebration. Because when you finish celebrating, make your energy flat, blah, blah, you still, okay, I'll do it in January. January will come, February will come. No. Me, I like Christmas time. I like New Year time for my own reflections and my own everything. When people are making, I'm quiet me in my space there like that. I do it. It sinks in my head. It's like the immensity of whatever tradition it is, whoever is celebrating, the way they are considering it. I'm talking about, because there are different denominations. They hold any tradition they hold, and they celebrate it anyhow. So I think they hold it sacred to them. So for me, doing my own reflections and everything is my own sacred tradition. It's my own. Not everybody will love carrying journals all over the place, writing and poetry, everything. So just do you. Don't bother even if you promise people you visit them. At least thanks to Corona, that's a good excuse. Now, frankly speaking, anything that can just say, well, COVID day outside, COVID day outside. Nobody's even inviting me to be giving. I don't. Nobody invites me anymore. Like the other day, friends, is it a cousin or whoever was getting married? Just here, Bonaberi, and she lives not far from me. I mean, we are on WhatsApp, and I only saw pictures of that visitor. I said, my dear, if you invite me, I get on my new dress for the way Nisi give me. I define place of where I go. He said, I didn't forget about you. That was so funny. So I'm looking for an event where I'll wear that my dress to. I don't even know how Missy could even come and be giving me that kind of dress, but I'll wear it. I'll look for an event. I think there's an event somewhere. I can just show up. Nobody needs to invite me there. Show up, buy your 1 or 2 bottles of drinks, maybe ice or tonic, whatever, and then hang around some, and then go, take some good pictures, and that is it, right? So it mustn't be today that you go out and hang out. It mustn't be tomorrow, because sometimes also it's not safe. Everybody wants to go out today. Everybody wants to go out tomorrow. And it's like, if you don't drink all the before light and all the whatsoever and all the new ones that have come. I saw one is called Naked. I saw another one that is called Chill. I think I've even tried that chill, but there was nothing chilling about it. Another one that is called what? I don't know. Anyway, usually they produce new drinks in December. Who knows the alcohol level? Who knows all of those things? If you are not one who is used to, you go and take it. Like I tried a bottle of Booster one day. Man, by the time I was half bottle, I was gone. So if it's not in your system now to take something, don't go and try it on the 24th, because it's Christmas time. Because you might end up in some gutter somewhere. I once seen somebody in a gutter actually, and they will take everything from you, and then you'll be messed up and you'll be so embarrassed the next day. So please, if it's not in your habit to drink, don't go drink today because it's today. And if it's not in your habit to eat carelessly and eat anyhow, don't go. You have some stomach problems tomorrow and you'll be in bed and all of those things. There's nothing wrong in eating you your small salad or eating you your just small portion today. You must not eat Mount Paco. I once went to a wedding in Brussels. The MC had to beg people, please, there's enough food for everyone. Don't come and build Mount Paco here. Please, please, please. I was like, oh my goodness. And I went with my Oyibo. He was so surprised. He's like, how can they say that? I'm saying, well, just watch and you see how people will load their plates. And frankly speaking, even with all that was said, people still build Mount Paco. And then they will not finish. I'm like, why go do all of that when you cannot even finish? Why put all of that food on your plate when you're not even sure you go half of that plate? Is it just because you saw the food? Some of those attitudes now, we should change them. Don't take those things into 2020. Anyway, thanks to Koro, maybe some people don't even have money to show those kind of lavish parties anymore. Cook that kind of food, invite that number of people and all of those things. So I think Koro in a way has also helped us a lot. Let's be honest now. 2020 has not been only traumatic. I think 2020 has also been very collective. It's helped a lot of some of us, me in particular, with my mental health, really realizing how much power I have to manage it and to help others too. I've come a long way this 2020. I'm just so proud of my journey, so proud of my inside out transformation and everything, my transparency, my authenticity, my vulnerability, all of that. So if you're a Christian and as we go celebrate the birth of Christ and say it's the word new beginnings and more peace, joy, love, all of those things, okay, fine. Really take it to heart now. Don't just go and kneel down there and pray and do all of those rituals and everything, and then you come and start insulting people on Facebook. Sometimes I see the way people beef on social media and I laugh on tea. I'm like, How many years ago? Maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Sometimes I will beef a little bit, but I just decided, I think last year is not even worth the trouble. I don't have the energy to beef with people on Facebook. Look at me trouble. Even in real life, I don't have. Use your energy and do different things. Don't go and waste it on people beefing on things that might not even mean nothing the next day, even the person themselves. So yeah, if you want to focus on the message of the season, love, joy, peace, serenity, everything, feel free to do it, and sometimes share. You don't know who you're going to inspire and motivate and encourage. And that's why I keep sharing, because I'm just telling myself I don't know who. That's how I used to listen to people to find inspiration and motivation. So if I have found enough and I'm in a position to give back, let me do that, right? And I found my purpose, which is to inspire, motivate people from all walks of life, from my personal experiences. And so it's part of that. So I really should not hold myself back from doing that. And all the platforms I can use, I use. So I'm really unapologetic about all of that. And yeah, well, my boo said he believes in God, but he's not that kind of God who who shamanizes us and shocktalizes us. I don't even want to go into that, whether it's jamboree or whatever. I just find my place and just do my own thing quietly there, and just celebrate what I'm celebrating and all of that, and share what I'm sharing. And yeah, life is lovely. The lessons, the love, all of that. Okay, everybody, so it's 2013. Let me go have some quick dinner and then prepare me for my bedtime in my quiet. Wishing us all a wonderful season, whatever it is you are celebrating. Yeah, thank you, darling. Mary, and who knows what news I'll be having for us all by January, February. Okay, well, to God be the glory, right? Hi, grandson. Hi, Fred. Hi, sis. Hi, darling. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.